Hey everyone, welcome to our small footprint. My name is Nyssa, and if you're new here, we are a family of 8 who live off-grid in Australia. Today's video is the 6 weekly grocery haul, the one that everyone looks forward to, and I really enjoy watching other people, so you know I can't talk. But so what I do is I lay it all out on the table in multiple groups because that's what we have to do. I have a short clip to start with of pulling stuff off the ute, however, whatever got footage of and what we didn't, because I just set the tripod up and then I control where everything goes, and it takes hours. I'm exhausted and sweaty and it's gross and hot, and I really look forward to winter because the stuff on the back of the ute stays cool while it's traveling, but at the same time it's dark by the time we get back and we're unpacking, so that's not so nice. So I did get asked about storage and things like that and transporting and stuff. So everything goes on the back of the ute and in the back of the car. We have multiple eskies as well as a big tin toolbox, and then the space in the ute as well, and it just gets spread between all those things. It's hard work. I tend to pull an esky off when it's empty, and I use that to stand on to get up on top of the back of the ute to try and organize stuff and pack stuff in there. And then once that esky's full, obviously I can't pull it down to do that with, so we just rearrange stuff as needed. So in regards to the groceries, I'm going to share them and show you, and I talk through some of what I got as well. There was some definite price increases in a few things. The chicken went up. The frozen veggies at Aldi went up quite considerably as well. They were $4.19 a kilo, I think, instead of $3 something. I think they went up about 90 cents a kilo. And a few other bits and pieces that I noticed. I did try and get off fairly cheaply. I haven't got the totals yet while I'm filming this, but I wanted to do it before it got dark. So I will put the totals in text somewhere to say what I spent where, and I think I got out pretty cheaply this month. I know Costco was about $800, the fruit and veg was about $170, and I think the butcher was about $70. So that's $240, that's $1,040. I think Aldi was $250 maybe, so that's $1,300, and then $300 and something I think at Coles and Woolies, so about $1,600, probably about on budget, of probably a little bit cheaper than budget this month. As I said when I show you the stuff that I got, I went a little light on meat because I'm hoping to get half a cow next month when it comes up, so we'll see how we go with that. But I didn't want to overdo the meat in case I did that, because I'm going to have to be able to store it and things like that. So enjoy seeing what we got this month, and I will see you on the next video. See you later, guys. Alrighty, first table lot. We got 4 bags of coffee beans. Now these are the ones I mentioned that they had. I bought the cheap Coles ones. Someone in the comments told me that the Coles ones are only $12 a kilo, so I grabbed those, but they were out of stock So they gave me these ones as substitutions, and these ones are apparently $40 a kilo. So, you know, nice. We'll see how we go, but I don't think we're enough of coffee connoisseurs to really care. I got the kids a bag of the veggie crisps. These were on special at Costco. I think they were $3 off or something, and the kids really like these, so I just grabbed that as a treat. They did have the big tins of tomatoes. So these are 3 2.5 kilo tins, and they worked out at, I think it was 27 cents per 100 for these ones. I got just some gas lighters for the electric lighter that I was showing you is really good for starting the gas, but if I have to start any sort of paper or wood or fire starters, then I need something that runs gas. I did grab 12 cans of the tomatoes at Aldi because I wasn't sure if they would have the big ones at Costco, so I grabbed 12 cans of the tomatoes and 12 cans of the coconut cream. They didn't have any tin corn at all, so I couldn't get any more corn, but we do have a significant amount on the shelf, so hopefully it'll get us through. Didn't have the burrito size tortillas that I normally buy either. They're a 3-pack for $8. They only had these big ones, and they're 2 packs for about $6, and they just won't stretch very far, but it's just going to mean I'll have to make more from scratch, and they won't have this as a backup. I got a jar of the minced garlic and a 3-pack of the apple cider vinegar. I'm hoping to do an order through Honest to Goodness sometime this week, and they do 5-litre apple cider vinegars, so I will get some from there. I got 12 of the passata jars, 2 of the olive oil. The olive oil was $50 for the 2 of them this month. I got a oyster sauce, some ketchup that we get every month. Anyone who watches, we get 1 lot of ketchup for hot dogs for dinner on the night of shopping. I got some tahini for hummus, a sherry vinegar for the garlic conserver, some treacle for the Worcestershire sauce, and then I grabbed a small baking powder and cream of tartare and paprika because I need to do a top-up bulk spice order, and for the moment I just wanted to get that. The green curry paste sauce that we really like was on special, so I grabbed 6 of those. I was talking to someone in the comments about chipotle in adobo, and they said that I'd probably really like it, and I didn't even know what this was, so I went looking it up and decided to grab a couple of jars to try. Some instant yeast because we ran out of that. We got a couple of bottles of the Chinese cooking wine that I use in my stir fry sauces and stuff, a couple of ABC sweet soy sauces, and a couple of rice wine vinegars. Some instant coffee because it was on special. We do have some from the hamper. We got a small one from the hamper, but this was $17. I think it was like $8 off or something, so I grabbed 1 of those. I grabbed a bunch of the coconut milk that we prefer in our iced coffee. I bought more than usual because last time I went to Costco, I couldn't get the one that we use for our hot coffee normally. So I bought extra of this just in case they didn't have any, but they did. So I grabbed 4 of those while they were in stock so that we can put them on the shelf. Being UHT, they last a nice long time. Got 2 boxes of cornflakes, 2 boxes of Wheat Bix, and 6 boxes of rice bubbles. We still have some Wheat Bix in the cupboard, so this should do us for this time period. I got 16 of the plain rice crackers, which is a whole box, and 6 of the rice cakes, because that is a box. Aldi had a few seeds cheap, so I couldn't help myself and grabbed a couple of packets of seeds because, you know, I don't have enough and all that. And I grabbed a couple of the plastic toothbrushes. I have the bamboo toothbrushes for Darryl and the kids, but it really irritates my face, so I grabbed some plastic ones for myself. And I grabbed 30 of the rice milks. That's all that was on the shelf, and I didn't feel like going to a second Aldi, so there's 30 of them, so when they run out, they run out. I got a sushi mat because we're going to make some sushi this month. I can do it without, but it's always nice to use that. I got 3 of the 1-litre honeys from Costco. I really like this. It comes in a squeeze bottle. It works out at, I think it was like 95 cents per 100. But I did grab some honey at Aldi first, just in case this wasn't available at Costco. So this honey is like $1.16 per 100 or something at Aldi. So I grabbed those. Some nutritional yeast. This works out quite expensive to buy from Coles or Woolworths, but again, when I do my honest to goodness order, I'll do it in bulk, and that will be a top up. This will just last us till then. I got 10 kilos of raw sugar, 4 bags of corn chips. I just buy whichever corn chips are the best value each month. So this month, these ones were the cheapest. I think it was $1.10 per 100 or something, these ones. I grabbed a couple of the goat's milk from Aldi. We quite like this one. 10 of the spaghetti noodles. I got 6 each of the macaroni and the spirals as well to top up. There is some left in the crate, of course, but this just bumps that up. I got 8 bags of oats as well. There's still some in the crate, but this will top it up. There was no baker's flour at all at Costco, so I just got 2 plain flour. We do have some baker's flour left. I'll just ration it for things that really need it. There was some compostable cling wrap on half price special at Woolworths or Coles, so I grabbed it to try. If I like it, then I'll keep on buying it. If it really doesn't work, then we'll try something else, but having compostable cling wrap would be really nice. I got 4 of the laundry liquids in Aldi that we like and 6 of the dishwashing liquids. I say every month I really need to make my own liquid soap, and I still have not got to it, so we're still buying it at the moment. There's more of these somewhere. There's half a dozen of these scourer pads. Now, we use Grant's toothpaste because Sonnet and Darryl can't do SLS. I normally buy this from Catch of the Day. They have 3 for $9.99 or something, and I get free shipping because I've got that one pass membership. But when I looked up, I think it was Coles this month, they had these even on sale, so it ended up even cheaper. So I grabbed 6 of the fresh mint with the fluoride in it for the kids, and the whitening with baking soda for Darryl and I. Grabbed some microfiber cloths at Costco. They were a few dollars off a packet and can never have too many cloths. Not a huge fan of microfiber, but it does work quite well. I bought some of the nori for sushi, and the rice, the basmati rice, was half price, so it was only $11 for the 5 kilo bags. I think that's what it works out as. So I grabbed 2 of those because we really like this particular rice. I grabbed some white beans. I looked up prices around and they were fairly cheap. I'm going to buy the black beans and things like that through Honest to Goodness, but the white beans were a good price at the grocery store. I grabbed a bag of chickpeas from Costco to make hummus with. I grabbed the malt vinegar, so there is 15 litres of it here for making the Worcestershire sauce, but we also use it for pickling onions and things like that. Some paper towel. A bag of hot dog buns for dinner tonight, and the leftovers will be lunch tomorrow, and 4 packs of the 4-pack of 4 litres of white vinegar from Costco as well. We also grabbed 2 of the big packets of toilet paper, the 48 roll toilet paper. So this is the first, most of the dry goods, first lot down. All right, next table load. This is the bulk fruit and veg. There is some other fruit and veg that I'll do with the meat, but this is the bulk stuff. I got 2 boxes of tomatoes. These were $12 each, I think, the boxes of tomatoes. Got some potatoes from Costco. These were $1.40 per kilo, so that wasn't too bad. So I grabbed some potatoes from Costco. I got 2 really big heads of cabbage. They weren't overly cheap. They were $2.50 each, but I just grabbed 2 of them. Box of avocados. I think, if I remember correctly, it was $10 for this one, and it's a full box of avocados, so I'll have to go through that one. Box of lemons, they were $20. There's some yucky ones in here that will just have to be gone through and gotten rid of, but most of them are perfectly fine. Box of mushrooms for, I think it was $15, so that was really cheap for mushrooms. Box of zucchini, and I think that was $10. There's a few that have some marks on them, a little bit of water damage, so we're just going to have to go through these before they go in the fridge so that we don't send any of the others rotten. Box of bananas, these weren't cheap. I think $30 for the box of bananas, which is fine. It's like a 15 kilo box, so it's still not expensive, but they're not anything special at the moment. New season apples were, I think it was $30 for this box too. It wasn't particularly cheap. New season gala apples, they'll be really nice. These really lovely small apples, not really for canning purposes, purely for fresh eating. When they get cheap again, we'll get some for canning purposes. And then there was a box of plums. These were only $10 or $12, this box of plums, so they are currently in season and they smell lovely. And then a box of potatoes. Potatoes are expensive at the moment. These were his cheapest box at the moment, and I think it was $22 for the 15 kilos. So the Costco potatoes are a similar price at the moment, which is fine. So I got some of these ones and some Costco ones to get us through for the month. So that was the bulk fruit and veg that we got. All right, last table full is mostly the meat. So I got 4 of the chicken breast fillets. The chicken has gone up. It is now $10.39 a kilo for the breasts. And I got 4 of the thighs, and they are $11.29 per kilo. So they've both gone up $1-ish. And each of them are the similar size. So 2.2-ish kilos for the thighs, 2.4-ish for the breasts. So about, like, I bought like 100-ish 4x25 odd dollar ones of each one. I got some of this Italian style mild salami. It was on special, which works out cheaper than the cheap salami, and it's really nice. I got some leg ham for the kids. I like these little containers because they last longer in the fridge. Hot dog sausages for hot dogs tonight. I got a few bags of frozen vegetables, but we do have some still left in the freezer. I got some beef short ribs that were on special for $14.99 a kilo, because the birria is better done with something with bones, but also we just like short ribs, so I'll do something with those. I got some of the loin back ribs from the pork ones from Costco. When I can find a small packet, I get a small packet, because they sometimes come in those really huge packets and it's just too expensive, but if I can find a small packet, I do. I got 2 of the frozen fake crab mix to use for sushi for this month, a bag of frozen blueberries, a 3-litre milk. I grabbed some of the hummus that I normally grab, but they didn't have it. This was a substitution. They gave me 4 of these smaller ones, which is fine. Hopefully the kids will like it. A packet of the roti, and I got some gyoza wrappers. I can make these from scratch, but it's kind of nice to have them pre-made. Some stir-fry noodles from Aldi that I get each month. The ghee was $39.99 for the 2-pack this month, but they're 1.35 litre jars instead of 1 litre jars, and it's a different brand, so we'll give that a go. I got a bag of onions, bag of cucumbers, 12 kilos of carrots, some baby broccoli, spinach, some medjool dates that were on special, and a celery. I also got 2 of the beef mince. It's still $9.99 a kilo. They're about 4 kilo lots, so about 8 kilos of mince. I got 6 of the cheap economy bacon. This was $6.99 a kilo at the butcher. And they also had this clearance bag, 2 kilo bag of diced bacon pieces for $10. So I grabbed that because that can be used for a lot of things as well. And I grabbed 2 packets of puff pastry that we always buy. I think I got everything in that table. I also grabbed a case of the pork that I normally grab. So someone told me that if I buy it by the case, it ends up being cheaper. So it's $6.99 a kilo if you buy it by the case instead of $7.99 a kilo, and the case has 3 in there. So that works out fine for me. 3 is a good number to purchase. So you don't get to pick them because they come in the case, but that's fine. So it was $6.99 a kilo. It was 21.3 kilos all up of this. I didn't grab huge amounts of meat because I'm hoping to organise the half a cow next month. So we'll see how we go with that. There's enough here to get us through, but there's not much in the way of surplus. I probably could have grabbed an extra mince and things like that, but I didn't want to do that in case we managed to organise this half a cow. So that was all the cold stuff. Now to put this lot away.